For my Web 2.0 tool, I've decided to use Google Earth. As you can see when you open it, you have options to go through and see various tools. However, today I'm going to be just demonstrating a few various uses for the program Google Earth and identifying their possibilities within a geography classroom. The opportunities are endless with Google Earth, so we will be focusing on 3 quick features for demonstration: locating national landmarks, locating your school and home, and a special version of time travel. When locating national landmarks, there are multiple ways to search. You can search using latitude and longitude coordinates, city and state, or simply search by the name of the national landmark. It can be extremely useful if you're assigning landmarks for students and having them provide geographical information pertaining to their surroundings. Let's look for Mount Rushmore. So you type it in the search box, go ahead and hit search, and you're going to see here it's going to bubble in towards Mount Rushmore. It doesn't simply snap to the location, so you don't have any real idea where it is. It slowly zooms into it. The closer you get to it, the more things that are going to pop up. But here you see the Mount Rushmore National Memorial. As you click on it, you're going to see some basic information, and we're going to be provided the address to the monument, physical description, various facts, including the completion date of construction, and so on. Now, if you're using this for an assignment, you could have the students look up various landmarks, open this box up, go in here and look, and then you can go to the website. You can go to everything straight from Google Earth. Now let's move on to locating our school and home address. Of course, we all attend Houston Baptist University, so we're going to type that in and search. It's going to zoom out and then go right back in and bring us right down to our beautiful campus at HBU. Now, this is no magic feat. We all know how to find HBU, but another interesting thing you can do is hit Get Directions, put in Houston Baptist University, and then put in your home address. I don't need any of you showing up at my house at random times. There we go. Now we're going to get directions, and it's going to simply give you a little route how to get to and from my house to school. Not the route I take exactly, but it's a route, a way to show how to get to and from. Now another cool thing is you can check the bus routes. You can see the nearest bus stop to go to get on a bus that can take you to HBU. You can see a walking route, which I wouldn't highly recommend because it's going to take you 4 hours if you're really moving. Or you could ride a bike. That's going to take you about an hour and 7 minutes. Now, granted, this isn't very useful, practical in the classroom. However, you could show students how to develop time management by worst case scenario. They're going to live a lot closer to their campus and say, hey, you can walk to school in 20 minutes if the bus doesn't show up, or your parents can't give you a ride, or your ride doesn't show up. So that's one easy way. And you can also show relative distance by choosing 2 places and then looking at the directions and going down, and you can see it's 12.1 miles along this path from my house to the school. Alright, now for the real reason we're doing this, we're going to do some time travel. So we're going to go back to Houston Baptist University. We're going to close out the directions, and we're going to go up here to the top in this little time box and hit Show Historical Imagery. Now, as you see here, this box pops up, and you can go back to the first registered photo of the area. We can see here's Fondren, here's Hinton Drive. So this looks nothing like what we got. Now you can go by each picture provided. Granted, this one's from 1953, so it doesn't really give us much because it's a poor image. But then, 1978, we start to see the foundings of Houston Baptist College at the time. And then you can go forward, and you can see the development that's occurred around our campus. Now we have Bradshaw Fitness Center showing up. We're getting more and more things to show up. And then as you get closer, you're going to have a bunch of images, and it's going to be a lot more frequent. Changes are going to be noticeable. So we're going through, and I'm looking for, there it is. Okay, so here we have October 2012, no football stadium. Then we bump forward to August of 2013, and we've got a football field and some facilities down here. Another interesting way to do this is if you look from a broad spectrum and you go out to Cross Creek Ranch. Some of you may not be familiar, but it's out off 1093 west of Houston. So I grew up a little further out in this area. So I grew up between Sealy, Wallace, and Rosenberg. So this whole area, as I remember it, looked a little more something like this. No developments, no nothing. You can see what we all know as Highway 1093 or Westheimer, as everybody else knows, used to be out here, and there was nothing out here but farmlands. Then, as you move forward, you're going to start to see developments creeping outward over here. And at this point, I was off and gone, so I didn't see any of these developments. And as we move through, you can still see more and more housing developments. It's incredible to watch how these developments just show up. And now we start seeing the foundation for Cross Creek Ranch in 2008. And next thing you know, it just, boom, it explodes. And you've got these giant communities of houses just popping up. Now, here in 2013, let me go a little bit more. Here we go. In 2013, I come home, and I'm used to all this being farmland. And there was a little road that used to take us up to Katy Mills. But now there's all this in here that we never saw before. So having students access this and being able to see exactly what's going on gives them a good idea to see how the developments and everything going on around their communities and how things are progressing. And, you know, in 10 or 15 more years, we're going to see it all the way out here. So those are some of the most applicable things to a classroom that I've seen for Google Earth. It's really limitless to what you can do. It just depends on how far you want to dig into Google Earth and how much time you want to spend. But it's a great asset for a geography course. The end.